Keanu Reeves has become one of Hollywood's most beloved and enduring stars, with a career spanning over 3 decades. Known for his versatility, charisma, and dedication to his craft, Reeves has navigated the ups and downs of the film industry with grace and resilience. This article explores the extraordinary journey of Keanu Reeves, from his early beginnings to his status as a cultural icon. Born in Beirut, Lebanon, in 1964, Keanu Reeves moved to Toronto, Canada as a child. His entry into acting came through an unexpected connection: his stepfather, Paul Aaron. Aaron, a theater director, helmed one of Chuck Norris's most successful films, A Force of One, 1979. According to Hollywood legend, young Keanu, a huge Norris fan, persistently convinced his stepfather to direct the movie despite Aaron's initial reluctance. Reeves began his acting career in earnest during the mid-1980s, taking on various roles in both television and film. His work ethic was evident from the start, as he appeared in multiple projects each year, sometimes landing lead roles and other times accepting smaller parts. This period of his career was marked by a willingness to try different genres and characters, laying the groundwork for his future versatility. The actor's breakthrough came with the 1989 science fiction comedy Bill Ted's Excellent Adventure. The film's success catapulted Reeves into the spotlight, showcasing his talent for comedic timing and his ability to create memorable characters. That same year, Reeves also appeared in the critically acclaimed drama Dangerous Liaisons, demonstrating his range as an actor and his ability to hold his own alongside established stars. The early 1990s saw Reeves continue to build his reputation with a mix of independent films and mainstream successes. In 1991, he starred in Gus Van Sant's My Own Private Idaho, a critically acclaimed indie film that earned Reeves praise for his nuanced performance. The same year, he took on the role of FBI agent Johnny Utah in the action thriller Point Break, directed by Kathryn Bigelow. Point Break marked a significant turning point in Reeves' career, establishing him as a bankable action star. The film's production was not without its challenges. Reeves beat out other rising stars like Johnny Depp and Val Kilmer for the role, and the movie faced stiff competition at the box office from blockbusters like Terminator 2: Judgment Day. Despite these obstacles, Point Break became a commercial success and a cult classic, grossing $83 million worldwide against a $24 million budget. Following the success of Point Break, Reeves continued to balance mainstream films with more artistic endeavors. He starred in Francis Ford Coppola's adaptation of Bram Stoker's Dracula 1992, which was a significant box office success but received mixed reviews for Reeves' performance. In 1994, Reeves achieved another major breakthrough with the action thriller Speed, which became a massive hit, grossing over $350 million worldwide and solidifying his status as a leading man. Despite his rising star power, Reeves made some unconventional career choices in the mid-1990s. He turned down the lead role in Speed 2: Cruise Control to star in a stage production of Hamlet in Winnipeg, Canada. This decision, while risky from a career perspective, demonstrated Reeves' commitment to his craft and his willingness to prioritize artistic growth over commercial success. During this period, Reeves also took on more challenging and diverse roles. He starred in the science fiction film Johnny Mnemonic 1995, based on William Gibson's short story. Although the film was a commercial disappointment, it showcased Reeves' willingness to take risks with unconventional material. He followed this with a well-received performance in the romantic drama A Walk in the Clouds 1995, further demonstrating his versatility. In 1997, Reeves starred alongside Al Pacino in the supernatural thriller The Devil's Advocate. The film was a moderate box office success and received praise for the performances of both Reeves and Pacino. The early 2000s saw Keanu Reeves at the height of his fame with the Matrix trilogy. The first film, released in 1999, was a groundbreaking success that revolutionized the sci-fi genre and action filmmaking. The sequels, The Matrix Reloaded and The Matrix Revolutions, both released in 2003, were highly anticipated but received mixed reactions from critics and audiences. The Matrix Reloaded performed exceptionally well at the box office, grossing $742 million worldwide. However, The Matrix Revolutions released just 6 months later, saw a significant drop in revenue, earning $427 million. This steep decline is often attributed to the experimental quick-release strategy and the mixed reception of Reloaded. The audience fatigue and slight disappointment from the second film hadn't yet faded when the third installment hit theaters. Despite the critical reception, the Matrix sequels were incredibly lucrative for Reeves. He often tops lists of actors who earned the highest fees for their roles. For the second and third Matrix films, Keanu not only received a substantial upfront payment, but also negotiated a percentage of the box office earnings. This deal reportedly netted him around $100 million for the two films combined. An interesting anecdote that circulated during this time was that Reeves had given a portion of his earnings to the visual effects specialists who worked on the films. While this story has been exaggerated over time, there is some truth to it. Reeves did indeed contribute some of his own money to ensure the visual effects team could continue their work during the production of the sequels. The exact amount varies in different reports, ranging from $3 million to $40 million This gesture, whether exaggerated or not, has contributed significantly to Reeves' reputation as a generous and down-to-earth star in an industry often criticized for its excess. In 2005, Reeves starred in Constantine, an adaptation of the DC Vertigo comic book Hellblazer. The film's development was not without controversy. Initially, the project was set to be directed by Tarsem Singh, known for visually striking films like The Cell and The Fall. Nicolas Cage was originally considered for the lead role. However, creative disagreements led to Singh's departure from the project. Reeves' casting as John Constantine was met with skepticism from fans of the comic. In the source material, Constantine is depicted as a blonde British occult detective, often compared in appearance to musician Sting. The film's version reimagined the character as an American from Los Angeles, played by the distinctly non-British Reeves. Despite these changes, the filmmakers insisted that this adaptation was necessary to make the project viable in Hollywood. The production of Constantine faced several challenges. The film's R rating led to budget cuts, forcing the removal of several expensive set pieces. A planned action sequence in Istanbul had to be scrapped, despite the film's $100 million budget. Nevertheless, Constantine performed respectably at the box office, grossing $230 million worldwide. While this was enough to turn a profit, it wasn't the blockbuster success the studio had hoped for, and plans for immediate sequels were shelved. The period following Constantine marked a difficult time in Reeves' career. Many of his films during this era struggled both critically and commercially. The Lake House 2006, a romantic drama co-starring Sandra Bullock and Street Kings. 2008, a crime thriller, both underperformed at the box office despite Reeves' star power. One of the more notable disappointments during this period was The Day the Earth Stood Still 2008, a remake of the 1951 science fiction classic. Despite a significant budget and Reeves in the lead role, the film received poor reviews and failed to make a significant impact at the box office. Reeves also ventured into more independent productions during this time. A Scanner Darkly 2006, an animated science fiction film based on Philip K. Dick's novel, received critical acclaim but struggled to find a wide audience. Henry's Crime 2010, which Reeves also produced, and The Private Lives of Pippa Lee 2009 similarly failed to make much of an impact. Perhaps the most significant setback of this period was 47 Ronin 2013. This big-budget action fantasy film was plagued by production issues and extensive reshoots. Upon release, it was both a critical and commercial failure, losing the studio an estimated $150 million. Amidst these struggles, Reeves made his directorial debut with Man of Tai Chi 2013. While the film received some positive reviews for its action sequences, it failed to find a significant audience and marked Reeves' first and, to date, only foray into directing. Just when it seemed that Reeves' days as a leading man might be behind him, an unexpected project revitalized his career. John Wick, released in 2014, was a modestly budgeted action thriller that exceeded all expectations. The genesis of John Wick is an interesting story in itself. The original script, written by Derek Kolstad, envisioned an older actor in the title role. The initial plan was to cast a retired action star, playing into the idea of a legendary assassin coming out of retirement. However, producer Basil I. Wick had a different vision. He suggested altering the character's age and casting an actor with inherent coolness, someone who could believably portray a feared and respected assassin. Enter Keanu Reeves. At this point in his career, Reeves was no longer considered a top-tier star, which actually worked in the film's favor. The modest budget of $20 million meant that corners had to be cut, including having many of Reeves' opponents played by the same stuntmen in different scenes. What set John Wick apart was its innovative approach to action sequences. The film's directors, Chad Stahelski and David Leitch, were former stuntmen themselves. They brought a fresh perspective to the action genre, emphasizing long takes and clear choreography that allowed audiences to fully appreciate the skill and physicality of the performances. Reeves threw himself into the role with characteristic dedication. He underwent extensive training in gun fu, a hybrid martial art that combines firearm use with close-quarters combat. This commitment to performing his own stunts and action sequences lent an authenticity to the character that resonated strongly with audiences. John Wick was a surprise hit, grossing $86 million on its $20 million budget. More importantly, it received widespread critical acclaim, particularly for its action sequences and Reeves' performance. The film quickly gained a cult following and reinvented Reeves as an action star for a new generation. The success of John Wick spawned a franchise that has only grown in popularity with each installment. John Wick Chapter 2 2017 and John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum 2019 both outperformed their predecessors at the box office and maintained the high critical praise of the original. The most recent entry, John Wick Chapter 4 2023, has been the most successful yet, grossing over $440 million worldwide, a remarkable feat for an R-rated action film. Reeves' commitment to the franchise has become legendary. He continues to perform many of his own stunts and has become deeply involved in the development of the character and the expanding mythology of the John Wick universe. His dedication extends to his co-stars and crew. After the filming of John Wick Chapter 4, Reeves gifted the stunt team with personalized Rolex watches as a token of his appreciation for their hard work. While the John Wick franchise has been the centerpiece of Reeves' career resurgence, he has continued to take on diverse roles in other projects. He reprised his role as Ted Logan in Bill Ted Face the Music 2020, a belated sequel to the beloved comedy series that launched his career. The film was well received by critics and fans who appreciated its good-natured humor and the obvious joy Reeves took in revisiting the character. Reeves also ventured into the world of video games, providing the voice and likeness for Johnny Silverhand in the highly anticipated game Cyberpunk 2077 2020. While the game itself had a troubled launch, Reeves' performance was widely praised. In 2021, Reeves returned to the role that made him a superstar, playing Neo once again in The Matrix Resurrections. The film received mixed reviews and underperformed at the box office, but Reeves' willingness to revisit and reinterpret the iconic character was appreciated by many fans. Beyond his on-screen work, Reeves has become something of a cultural phenomenon in recent years. His reputation for kindness, humility, and generosity has made him a beloved figure on the internet, often referred to as the internet's boyfriend. Countless stories of Reeves' good deeds have circulated online, from giving up his seat on the subway to reportedly donating large portions of his earnings to cancer research inspired by his sister's battle with leukemia. This public persona has led to Reeves becoming a popular subject for memes and viral content. His seemingly ageless appearance and philosophical soundbites have only added to his mystique. In an era where celebrities are often criticized for being out of touch, Reeves' down-to-earth nature and genuine kindness have made him stand out. Keanu Reeves' career is a testament to the unpredictable nature of Hollywood. From his early days as a teen actor to his superstardom with The Matrix, through a period of career struggles, and finally to his current status as a beloved action star and cultural icon, Reeves has demonstrated remarkable resilience and adaptability. What sets Reeves apart is not just his acting ability or his action star credentials, but his authenticity and humility. In an industry often characterized by ego and excess, Reeves remains grounded, kind, and dedicated to his craft. His willingness to take risks, whether it's with challenging indie films or physically demanding action roles, has earned him the respect of both his peers and audiences. As Reeves continues to build on the success of the John Wick franchise and take on new and diverse roles, it's clear that his appeal shows no signs of waning. With upcoming projects including a fifth John Wick film and a Constantine sequel in development, Keanu Reeves remains a vital and exciting presence in Hollywood, beloved by fans around the world for both his on-screen performances and his off-screen persona.